If you've watched any of my videos, you already know that I dislike Rennes in France.
You horrible, dirty rat!
It's a long story that I won't bore you with today, but my dad has decided to become their manager. And of course, now I have to destroy him in a versus rebuild across 5 seasons. So I'm taking over their arch rivals Nantes in a quest to defeat him. To do so, we have a point system that will accumulate points by beating each other and winning trophies. But of course, this won't be easy when the current European champions PSG are around, making our life very difficult. Dad, you're the manager of the Dirty Rats.
Yes, been looking forward to this one.
They've got one big rival, which is Nantes. So I've decided to be them for this rebuild, taken down hopefully by their rivals. That's my game plan. FC Nantes. If we can get it done.
I'd like Nantes as well. I've been to Nantes, played there as well. So it's interesting, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So an interesting little rebuild that we've got on our hands here. No signings in season number 1, so we'll get straight to the chase and have a look at the teams that we've got lined up. Got an attacking advanced wing back there, bringing in sort of like almost a 3 at the back in this sort of out or in possession and then out of possession going to your. This is your favourite out of possession. You seem to do this quite a lot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it just defends as much as possible. That's what I try to do, make myself as hard as possible to beat. But they've got a funny sort of little team at the moment. There's a lot of youth coming through, which is what Rennes are well known for. But at this present moment, they've sent all the best players out on loan.
Yeah, so, a lot of their players are out on loan.
Yeah, so it should be quite good next season. I'll have 5 new players coming in next season, 6 new players. So yeah, I'm sort of looking forward to this. Really, I think you're in trouble now.
Especially centre back wise, they got 3 centre backs who are out on loan: Ostergaard, Omari, and Mikhail Fai. I mean, not all of them might not come back.
That's
they
right.
Might have,
I've got
deals to leave.
I've got to hope that they do come back, especially Mikhail Fai. So yes, it's going to be interesting.
In terms of the team that you've actually got there, I mean, one of their standout players is Mbolo, Bril Mbolo. He's very good, very quick.
Yeah.
Good player, strong as well, 6'2", so aggressive type of player, good striker. So he's very good from Switzerland. Outside of that, the rest of them are trash because it's Rennes. Now, there's a couple of good players in there. Obviously, Samba as a goalkeeper is one of your better players, although he's quite old now. He's 31, high eccentricity, which I know is
not good.
That makes it fun, especially because he's French. French and high eccentricity with a goalkeeper. So many off the top of my head that you could name that I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. My Nantes side, so FC Nantes, they've got a decent little young team, I think, here. Again, youth. It might just be the area, I guess, in France, that sort of area of France. But we've got a couple of really good players with the likes of Tylel Tati, who is only 17 years of age and gets in the first team. That's how good he is. So really good player. He doesn't turn 18 until halfway through the season, but as a left-sided centre-back, can't ask much more than that. Good starting attributes that I'm happy with. Guirassy is also quite a young player, 19 years of age with a good potential. Balanced personality, so we're still a little bit sure under that one. But I've decided to go 3 at the back. I've also got some advanced wing-backs in there. We got Al Abline up front, Matisse Abline, 22 years of age. Again, quite young, quick, not a bad little striker by the looks of it. Actually used to play for Rennes, came through the Rennes Youth Academy, was bought last season for £9 million, scored 9 goals in 31 games. So Matisse has already done the dirty little switch over here, but I love him for it. We've also got Coquelin, Francois Coquelin in the side. Look at that. The old school Arsenal centre defensive midfielder, played for Valencia, Villarreal as well. He's at Nantes now, so we've got a couple of good players in our team that I think we can do quite well with. But of course, we'd be a little bit silly not to talk about the elephant in the room in PSG.
Yes.
One of the harder teams, of course, to overcome in a rebuild in France.
Well, that's one of the reasons why we like doing this rebuild, isn't it, really? You've always got 2 challenges, really, innit? One to beat me and one to beat PSG as well. Yeah. So, it makes it interesting, really.
Marseille is also quite a good team on this. Monaco, we know, can be good. I mean, they haven't started off very well here, but they can be good. So there are some tricky teams in this division that might cause us a little bit of trouble. Strasbourg, they're either amazing or they're terrible. We've seen them do both. Lyon as well. So we're at that sort of Nice as well, that sort of area, the 4th and 5th, I would say, best teams in the league. If we're looking at season preview, actually puts you down in 7th and me down in 12th. So gives me a big disadvantage. But the whole Media Dream 11 is the PSG, Media Dream 11 is every single one of their players, which is kind of hilarious to start things off. But there we go. But anyway, starting off the season with the fixtures, I've lost 1 game so far against Strasbourg. I have beaten PSG, though.
Ooh, that's a good result.
Unbelievable.
That's a good start, really.
What a start, yeah. They're beatable already, which is good to see. Auxerre was also another good result, 2-0 at home as well. Francois Coquelin and Abline got themselves the goal. It's just the Strasbourg game was disappointing, really, but there we go. Never mind. We've got to play each other quite soon as well. But let's have a look at your fixtures, Dad. You're currently sitting top of the league unbeaten. And that's because you got a draw against Marseille, which is, again,
I'll take that.
Good result. They didn't actually equalise into the 88th minute either. So, but Lorient away from home 3-0.
A really good result.
And an Angers 6-2 win.
Yeah, 2 good away wins, home. Really. So I'm going to take that for starters, yeah. Top of the league.
Very good start.
Happy days.
With PSG being as good as they are, my prediction is that this is going to be one loss between who defeats each other the most.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I would say that.
I'm normally quite good at, but we'll have to see.
I've just got up, I'll win the cup.
Yeah, the cups are obviously there together. The Coupe de France, if PSG get knocked out, it's
there for the taking.
There for the taking.
Yeah.
And if you finish in 5th and 6th, you end up in the Conference League, Europa League. If you got a good draw, you just never know.
Yeah.
All right, season number 1 then. Let's see what happens. Well, season number 1 was great for me, not so much for you. I was only actually 3 points away from the title and 1 point behind PSG, who dropped off. Kind of annoyed now. There's the chance. And I lost to Marseille in one of the remaining fixtures, 1-0 at home. I win that, I've won the league. Yeah. That's so disappointing. You dropped down into 7th place, which is annoying because it looks like you might get Europa Conference League now.
Ooh, that could be a little bit of a Brucey bonus for me.
Yeah, Lorient seems to have overtaken you on the final day of the season there. Paris FC's gone down, Angers. So PSG did not win the title in season number 1. Luis Enrique, what you doing?
That's a massive surprise.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Top goal scorer though, hello, Matisse Abline. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
28 goals in 34 appearances. That is very lethal.
That's why you won the league.
Yeah.
That's why you got so far up the league, I mean.
Yeah, I got a point for finishing above you. We'll have to look at the fixtures between each other. The cup, unfortunately, was won by PSG, who beat Marseille in the final. So, competitions between those two.
Yeah, each other there, didn't they?
But it also depends on where we finish. And if we got eliminated between each other. So 11th round there, you beaten Brest.
Get in.
Didn't make a tit of yourself there.
Right, yeah.
You beat Reims in the quarterfinal, so you got to the semi-final, Dad.
Who beat me then?
Being knocked out 4-0 by PSG. Oh, unjust.
Tanked me, didn't they?
Yeah, only just. Let's find out where I was before I was eliminated. So I was knocked out by Lorient on penalties. I'm alright with that. They finished quite high in the league. Did you play European football at all this season? You didn't. So neither of us had European football to worry about. It's all between the leagues, the games against each other. I got Champions League football already by the looks of it, which is kind of good, but scary at the same time. There's also a fixture between us there. 3-1 that I've beat you in the first game there, or the last game. Already. And then the next game, another 3-1. Matisse with all 3 goals.
Yeah, I went 1-0 up as well, look. Yeah. In the second minute.
So I've already picked up 3 points there to your 0
that's
in
a bad
season
start,
number 1. Great start for me, you dirty rats. Let's see how your Rats of Rennes did in performance-wise. Looked like nobody scored then.
Yeah.
19 goals from Esteban Laporte, Breel Mbolo with 18. So Laporte is a player I'm not aware of whatsoever. Doesn't look too bad of a player. A bit more pacey would definitely be really good, but lacks a bit of composure, lacks a bit of on the ball there. Not nothing you look at and go, oh, he's good. Breel Mbolo has obviously a little bit more standouts with his physical attributes, but yeah, I know you like goal scorers to get a little bit more on that.
I'd prefer my top goal scorer to be nearly the 30 sort of mark, really, with the rest of them following in suit. But 2 goal scorers like that.
Well, you got some youngsters, because a guy who played quite a lot and a lot off the bench got 8 goals with a very good potential, is only 18 years of age. Mohamed Kadir Might, and I've seen, and I think it was in our Glory Hunter save. I think he was at a club that you were at. And he was really good in that. Potentially give him more game time too, going forward. He even scored a couple in the cup as well, and 5 appearances there. So striker-wise, you might be all right. Again, we mentioned how young this team is. Just in your first team alone, you've got him. You've got a couple of players there who've played over 30 games. 26 games for a 19-year-old, 25 games for a 20-year-old. So there is a lot of players getting game time there.
A lot of young players coming back as well. Some of them are only 21 as well. So this team could be good this next season.
Let's hope not. I don't know whether we've been giving you a budget yet. If we haven't, then that's hilarious, because £2 million is terrible. But of course, you didn't have any European football.
No.
The money in France, it's not amazing.
No, it's not. No.
Let's have a look at my FC Nantes side, who did manage to get Champions League football, so I'm hoping to get a bit more of a budget there. 30 goals and 10 assists from Matisse Abline, which is unbelievable. He is wanted by quite a lot of clubs. wants to move. Great. He has got an extra 2 years on his contract, though. I'm going to try and keep him at least. But Herbert Guirassy has got quite a good little return there for the 19-year-old. I'm all right with that. In terms of development, a little bit of development there.
Yeah.
Maybe his personality's not too bad. That's a good sign of... I've actually got quite a lot of players on loan.
Yes.
Who's going back.
At that,
I might have to replace. That's going to be something to look into. But in terms of my most appearances, it was Tylel Tati with the most amount with Coquelin and Abline. 30 appearances. I don't think that's development. I mean, he's gone up a little bit in current ability, but yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more from him. But he's at only 18. There's still a lot of time. Hopefully we can get something over the line there. If I'm looking at my squad though, I've got a 35-year-old goalkeeper, so I might need to look into that soon. My money going into season number 2 is £10 million to begin with. Not amazing money. We might have to look at this because we're also lacking depth in quite a lot of my wide positions, all of them in fact. Lots to do in season number 2, but let's quickly have a reminder of the points. Season number 1 is Omega Luke with 3 and Dad with 0.
My key signing was my only signing, and that's because all my players come back from loan. So I just needed to bring in the second goalkeeper as I didn't have a backup.
My key signing was Ogbelu, and what a bargain he was from Tunisian side Tunis. Just 400k and instantly sits in as my best defensive midfielder. Yes, Dad, I went to Africa and I actually got 2 players there. One of them, obviously Ogbelu, I think was a bit more of a bargain than the other, 400k. The other one cost me £1 million, which was Mohamed Tougai from Algeria. So a good centre-back option. So I mentioned I needed a centre-back. We're going for it at the back as well. I needed those options. And ES Tunis is an interesting club because, of course, they are quite good in Africa. Speaking of Africa, we started the Pentagon Challenge. So if you are looking for a long journey that we will be taking on, the Pentagon Challenge, we have either started and it's come out and episode 1 is out, or it's about to drop, so you don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe. When it is out, I'll put it at the end of this video anyway. But yeah, Tunis is in Africa. That's where we've started. We're basically doing it with slightly different rules, where it's a race to each of them. Best out of 5 style, because else it could go on for ages. And it would just take too long. So Zito Lavumbu was another player that I brought in for £2.3 million. The reason why, he gives me options on the wing or up front, and that's good. We're playing all the 3 of these. I think he'll naturally sit on my right hand side to begin with, because we had a player who was on loan there in last season, so he comes in already straight into the team, but he gives us options, and he's quite young too. He's only 24. Nikolai Vasil from FC St. Pauli was a free transfer. Backup goalkeeper. I mentioned how my goalkeeper was... Actually, he's not going to be a backup. He's going to be my first team goalkeeper. I mentioned how my goalkeeper, Anthony Lopez, was quite old. He's still there, and he has still played games, but I think, naturally, Vasily will eventually take over from him. I mean, he's a far better goalkeeper. I don't understand why he hasn't actually got into the team yet already, but there we go. Dad, 1 player joining, and we did see your money wasn't very good last year.
Yeah.
So just that one transfer.
The board realised I didn't need as much money because some of the players I got coming back were really good.
Yeah.
So it made my team a lot stronger as it is, really.
Because the only player who did actually leave, by the looks of it, was Ostergaard, who went to Genoa. So that's a bit of a loss because he is quite a good defender. Yeah, he's only 26, but a release clause from that. We had Trefer, who's also gone out, but some of these players aren't very good at all on free transfers. So the 1 goalkeeper that came in, you only had 1 goalkeeper in your side, so bringing in Daniel Peretz makes sense. £1.3 million, I think it was. £1.4 million from Bayern Munich.
Into being my first keeper, I think that's
Bryce Samba.
Samba, yeah. But I'm a bit worried about him because he's getting on a bit as well now. So yeah, but it'd be alright for a minute. Yeah.
All right. So you're going for a 4-3-3, going into a 4-2-3-1, already being locked in. Yes. I like this.
Taking a chance, locking him in. Like only 18 years of age, but give him game time, see how it goes.
He's already got 3 in 7 for you to start things off.
Already, so yeah, I'm
18.
Pleased with this. Good start.
Not bad at all. So interesting little formation change. I like that. And also lock it in Jordan James as well, who was out on loan last year.
Yeah.
If you did best 11 pick, it would look like this, which is the reason why Dad has had to lock in the likes of Maite up front. But yeah, those are the players that you got coming in.
I've got a really good defence now, so I'm quite pleased with this, really. So taking a chance with James, locking James in there just in front of the back 4. So I think it's worth a gamble.
You started the season with qualification for the Europa Conference League. You've had to defeat Levski Sofia and Riga to get through, but you are through. You have lost, though, to Strasbourg 1-0 in the league.
Yeah.
And also, you've beaten me 2-1.
Yes. Come on. Good start to the season.
Bournemouth. There's a point for you straight away.
Yes.
Clawed back a point. Reims beat them 1-0 as well. Breland Bowler with the goal. I haven't changed my tactic. We're going to look at this now, but I haven't changed it. Maybe just a couple of player roles. I can't quite remember if I already had Garassi as a wide forward or not. Only really the player roles, nothing being changed into the instructions or the shape. I quite like the shape. I do enjoy a 3 at the back every now and then, despite me being a Manchester United fan and having that over my head for the last 18 months. However, on Football Manager, I enjoy it because I know how to work it, I think. And I'm not afraid to change it if it doesn't work. Shots fired.
Yeah,
shots fired.
Yeah.
Let's see how we started off. Other than losing to Dad, we have also lost to Lille 3-2 away from at home as well, which is annoying. 90th minute penalty from Haraldson. Defeated Strasbourg though away from home, which is a weird one because they've been quite good.
Yeah, they beat you last season, didn't they?
Yeah, and beat Lyon away from home too. Again, late goal with Alblind scoring. So yeah, weird start to the season, very inconsistent start to the season, but we got our Champions League campaign ahead of us. Bayern Munich, Olympiacos, we got Young Boys, Atalanta, Shakhtar, Bodo Glimt, Man City and Napoli.
You got some more games there, mate.
Yeah, couple of winnable ones though too.
Yeah, there
so
is,
you just
but,
never know.
When you look at the top teams in the Champions League, I'd much rather be in the Conference League.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at Europa Conference League, I mean, you've got to go all the way to AZ, Apoel, Rosenborg, Astana. So not exactly the Farol Constanța, who is Romania as well. Everton.
Yeah, it's a good game. Yeah.
That's an hard one for you. But if we're looking at the Europa Conference League as a whole, what team there do you think, they could cause me trouble?
Inter's there.
Inter Milan.
Yes.
What are they doing there?
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Crazy.
Yeah. Inter and Everton, I'm looking at thinking, there's the problems.
Yeah, those
Hopefully
are the
they'll
two.
draw against each other and knock each other out.
AZ as well has got a young team.
Yeah.
You might have caught them just right at the right time before their young players get old.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Or get good enough, because they've got such a good young team that develops really well if they keep hold of them. Season number 2 then. Let's see how Dad does in the Europa Conference League. Let's see my first campaign in the Champions League goes. Right, season number 2, second place, third for yourself, Dad, but you're 11 points behind me.
I mean, it's good for both of us to be that close to PSG, but, I'll say
not in
close.
terms of points.
No. But second and third then, but I'm nowhere near both of you, really. I mean, you're 11 points away from me.
Yeah.
And you're nowhere near
I was in a league of my... I bet that was so boring being a Nants fan that later on into this... like that part of the season is like, oh, God, just get through the rest of the season. We've done all right. But yeah, never mind. We've got through it. PSG, what I wanted to see, is it still Luis Enrique? Yeah, so they didn't sack the manager, Luis Enrique, after the end of last season, which sometimes they do. Abline, though, 23 goals, is again the top scorer of the league. Nowhere near the total that he had last year, but still very good. So I'm happy with that. Had the most clean sheets as well, so new goalkeeper came in. Did he play? We'll have to have a look. But in the other competitions, the Champions League knocked out in the quarterfinals by Barcelona.
That's not bad. I didn't think you were going to get that far. Thought you'd got knocked out in the qualifying rounds, I think.
League phase, we finished in 10th place, so just missed out, just behind PSG as well. On the same points tally, they beat me by 1 goal difference there. But knockout playoff round, we then beat Midtjylland, FC Midtjylland, so got a good draw there. That's all right. I'm happy with that. They could have had, Dortmund, Atalanta, AC Milan, even obviously Benfica and PSG. Real Madrid were even in the knockout playoff round. So to get Midtjylland, you're kind of happy. But the round of 16, knocking out Man City. We're earning our stripes in the competition. Earning our stripes. 3-2. Knocking out Man City. Not too bad. Unfortunately, getting Barcelona in the next round. Because at that point, every team's good.
Yeah. I mean, you've done well to knock Man City out. I mean, then you sort of like, who would you to sort of pick there? Dortmund really is the sort of like...
As the easiest out of the 3.
So, yeah.
Because it was a Liverpool-Chelsea final and Liverpool won 5-2.
Yeah.
In terms of the French Cup, the Coupe de France, Lille beat Brest in the final. 2-0. They went 2s up on the Brest.
Yes.
So double team on the Brest. But neither of us got to the final in a year that PSG were knocked out in the semi-final.
Yeah.
So the quarter-final, I actually got knocked out by Lille 4-0. And you were eliminated on penalties by PSG. So
that's 2 seasons in a row they've done me.
Yeah. At least it wasn't 4-0 this time, though.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
A bit closer. But the big question is, Dad, how did you in Europa Conference League? Well, you went on and won it. Penalty shootout against Ole Glasner's Inter.
Yes, that's a hell of a result.
With Kevin De Bruyne playing for them.
He was a key player as well, so he played pretty well.
He won man of the match in the final, despite them losing. Lautaro Martinez and Dumfries missed a penalty. The two best finishers in Inter Milan's team.
Yeah.
Crazy. You didn't miss a penalty, you didn't miss a single penalty, so deserved to win it. And look who scored 2 goals in the final. 19-year-old Mohamed Kadir Mite. And he's grown.
Oh, he's looking good now.
He is looking very good.
Yeah.
So great composure, good finishing and heading, 17 for jumping reach. Good strength. Maybe the only thing he really lacks is off the ball right now.
Yeah.
Off the ball is a little bit low, but for a 19-year-old, not bad at all. You got 29 goals in total, Dad, so let's have a look at it. Actually, what we'll do is we'll have a look to see how your run went in Europa Conference League, because although you faced the best team there, you might have knocked out some of the other bigger clubs along the way. So the league phase, 5th in the league phase, not too bad.
Top.
Into we're top, yeah.
Yes.
Round of 16 then, you knocked out Zrinski, 6-1 there. Quarter-final, Hoffenheim, so one of the bigger clubs that are in the competition. Yeah. That's when Everton exited the competition.
Way into, yeah.
Yeah, and Utrecht knocked out AZ Alkmaar. Good for them.
I said that I wanted Inter to draw against Everton.
Yeah.
I knocked each other out, so that done me a favour.
And then Brøndby in the semi-final while Inter was knocking out Utrecht.
Pleased with that.
Eventually, you had to beat them.
You need a little bit of luck to win these cups, and I had it on the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm pleased with that.
Oh, nice to see Palace went the year before. I'd like that in real life, actually.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, that meant Ollie Glasner got to the final 2 seasons in a row in that.
Yeah.
So, there we go. All right, squad-wise then, Dad. Goals was Mite. That was a good lock-in, that one.
Yes.
Locking the player in.
Really
29 goals for him. Then you got Ludovic Blas with 16. So that's what you were looking for, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely, yeah. Needed that sort of like main striker up around the 30 mark. You know you're going to win something there. We'll be very close to it. I mean, I won in the league, but he was obviously doing it in the cup. Like it shows in the cup final, he scores both goals. So.
Yeah, your side, Andre Gomez, get 20 assists. So from the wing, he's come in and done very well there. But money-wise, now last season you didn't have anything. This season they're giving you 10 million. So that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Better than a kick to the nads, as I always say. Let's see what I've been given. So after Champions League football, of course. So squad-wise, we know who my top scorer is going to be. He got 33 goals. Very good. But Ogbelu, my key signing, remember, who cost me 400k and looks this good.
Yeah.
He got 13 goals across the whole season with 6 assists. That is unbelievable. Zito Luvumbu, who only cost me like £2.5 million, 12 and 13. I think I have recruited extremely well here.
Yeah, you definitely have, yeah. Those 2 good players.
Now, the most assists was my right back, Fabian Sentonzi.
22 from
You got 22 assists, and he's not that good.
He doesn't look that good neither,
no.
does he? I mean, his potential is only 2.5
Crossing's good, yeah. So he's 31. So
and he's giving you 22 assists. So yeah.
If I get a better player there, we could be looking and absolutely balling from the wings there, banging them across, and that's probably why Matisse is scoring quite a lot of goals up front. But we'll see. I mean, Tylel Tati has developed this season. You can see that in terms of some of the attributes which has now turned yellow. So that's good. 19 years of age. But the transfer budget I've been given after 1 season in the Champions League is 35 million. So I'll happily spend quite a lot of that. And in fact, the squad planner is already telling me the right back lacking depth.
Yeah.
So I think that might be where I'll go for my transfer this season. But let's have a look at the points. Actually, what we'll do first is the results between each other.
So I'd already beaten you 1 game,
You did at the start, so I beat you in the other one 1-0. So we didn't knock each other out the cups.
Some of the points there.
The end of the season, I managed to bang a point there. You got one early on in the season, which means, of course, I got 1 for finishing higher. However, you do win 5 for that Europa Conference League.
Yeah, right back in it now.
Yeah.
Right back in it
So
now.
you have probably taken the lead. Let's have a look at the points. Season 2 points are Omega Luke with 2 and Dad with 6. Meaning the total points going into the season number 3 is Omega Dad with 6 and Luke with 5.
My key signing is keeper Hermansen. Joins us from the Premier League as I sold my old goalkeeper Samba for 9.5 million.
My key signing is Decore from Strasbourg. He cost me £11 million and he is a natural centre-back and defensive midfielder. And with us playing 3 at the back, I think this could be a really smart signing for the next 3 seasons of this rebuild. Yes, that's a bit of a bargain for both of us, I think. Decore coming in for really £11 million. I think that's quite good considering how good he actually is, and you picking up your new #1 goalkeeper, who is a lot younger than the goalkeeper you just sold for less than
money. Yes, so I think that's a being absolute bargain for me, really. I feel, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting your player from Strasbourg, so that weakens them as well.
It does, indeed.
So that helps both of us.
£8.25 million as well on Pinyev, so I'm, of course, playing 2 wingers. So it's good to bring him in. So great acceleration, agility, and balance. The physical attributes definitely there. He's 4-star compared to our team. He's young as well, so I like the look of him a lot. He's already got a couple of... Actually, that's just friendlies. In friendlies, he's got 5 assists. Got 1 in the league in an assist, so that's not too bad. But they weren't my only signings. Of course, fullback was at the sort of the forefront of my mind. Kostas Tsimikas came in for the left back position, so free transfer from Liverpool, the Greek international. 31 years of age, but I think he's still good enough for now. He's got 14 natural fitness, so he shouldn't decline too quickly. And then the right hand side was talking point, another Strasbourg player, so I've raided them this season. Lucas Høgsberg. So this guy, youngster, 21-year-old Danish player, can play centre back, right back, and right wing back. And I've got him for that right wing back role. He's aggressive, he's good defensively, tackling, marking, etc. But 13s for passing, dribbling, 12 for crossing, good physical attributes, can improve as well. I think it's a good signing.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Gets his haircut in a straight ruler, like, look at that. That's looks like a wig, doesn't it? That doesn't look real. He looks like he's got Lego hair. Crazy. But Lucas Høgsberg is my final signing there, so I'm happy to bring him in. No real players of note going out, just a couple of free transfers, really. But Dad has got a couple who has left him. Keeping it exactly how it was. Don't think I need to change it at all, to be honest. We started playing very well. Did all right in the Champions League as well. And if we're looking at the best 11 pick, everybody who I want to play is getting into the team. We've got the strikers. We've got the striker, of course, but we've got our centre midfielder going in, our new centre back going in. The goalkeeper's now getting game time. Both fullbacks and Pinyev. Can't really go wrong here. Luvumbo is going to be a great replacement for any of these 3 when we need him. So I'm pleased. Thankfully, as well, we've started the season very well too. We're unbeaten. We have dropped points, and we've played Dad away from home and got a draw out of it.
Yes. Disappointed with that.
First 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, well,
but everybody's going, we're in for a right game here. And
yeah, that's it.
Stayed 1-1.
Finished.
I also drew to Lille away from home, so starting me off the season with 2 away fixtures is kind of cruel. But when we finally got some home fixtures, 2 in a row, we beat Troyes 1-0 and Lorient 4-1 and Le Havre 4-1 as well. Dad did a Youth to Go with Le Havre recently. If you haven't seen it, go on the channel, have a look. Dad's Youth to Go.
It's good, yeah.
Have a guess to see how long it took him to win the Champions League with Le Havre. Made some mistakes, but he did some good stuff in there too. Dad, your other transfers that you made this season. Going out, let's have a look at that first. Bryce Samba to Girona for
9.5 million. I thought that was a good price for a 33-year-old goalkeeper.
Yeah,
so replaced him with a better keeper, I feel.
Breland Bolo's one that I was quite surprised to see you sell.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure really. I might regret it, but you know what happens when they get that 3 in front of their number? That's them gone with me too. Yeah.
Players coming in. We have got Hermanson coming in from West Ham, who we already showcased. Then we got Vincent Pizarro, 3.7 million.
Yeah.
Similar price. Hasn't played a game of football yet. Unregistered. I think it's a non-EU rule thing.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think I got stunned here. So,
You got too many non-EU players.
Yeah.
Gruev is another one from Leeds, Bulgarian centre mid, who I think is almost just as good. You've got quite a lot of very good centre defensive midfielders.
I have, yeah.
Then we've got Frankowski from Galatasaray, £5 million for a right wing back. 32 though. I'm surprised with that signing, I must admit, because he ain't that good.
I don't usually sign older players. Older players.
Sign you old folk.
The old, right?
Yeah, I'm down with the kids. Insert meme here.
So I just took a chance on that one. I wanted to sort of. I had a weakness in there in depth more than anything, so I brought him in for that really.
All right. And then we've got a couple of players who will get into the first team. Well, one of them is anyway. Talles Magno, who has started the season getting into the first team.
Play both. I'm same as what you bought. Player there for that position. Really play on both wings, but he can play up front if I need him to. Really, I mean, I have got a really good young striker up there, so
might not need him.
I might not need him now.
David Zima from Slavia Prague. Finally, a centre back coming in.
Got a good centre back here who both feet as well, so I can play him either side.
All right, I think you've gone and fell for your old trap there of signing too many players for little money instead of 1 or 2 good ones. But 4-2-3-1, you spread it out a little bit. Spread out. You've pushed the fullbacks forward.
Yes,
is what you've done there.
Taking a bit of a chance and sort of. I'm trying to be a bit more attacking when I've got the ball. Then I felt that I was a long way behind both of you and PSG.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be more attacking this time and try and keep the defence, when I lose the ball, as tight as I possibly can.
Okay, well, start of the season. Let's have a look. Loss to Lyon is the only bad result there.
Yeah.
Beaten Le Havre, beat Strasbourg 3-1 with a 92nd minute goal there by Thales Magno, the new guy coming in.
I mean, after the first 3 games, I was quite happy, really. That third game, sort of, I know it was away, but being beat 3-0, a bit disappointed with that game.
Straight in the Champions League, though. No
Yes.
Europa League. Straight in the Champions League after winning Europa Conference. So, in with the big boys now. Real Madrid, AC Milan, all on the cards. Copenhagen,
Yeah, it's going to be
Dortmund.
interesting to see how I do this time.
Even Spurs.
Yes.
Of course.
Bring them back to my place, yeah.
So, we'll see. All right, season number 3 then. Let's see if Dan can hold on to his lead after that European win last season. Start challenging me a little bit more in the league. Right, well, again, we're not challenging PSG for the title. We've actually dropped down a position each, but I'm still above you, which is good for me.
A little bit closer than you this time.
You have got closer.
Not a lot, though.
Yeah.
7 points. Oh, that's not good, is it, really? But still a long way from top of the league.
We're not quite there,
Not good.
are we?
No.
Strasbourg, after I stole quite a lot of their
Yeah,
players.
they've only gone one way, weren't they, really?
Yeah. So has Brest, though.
Yes.
Considering last season, 6th place. Season before that, 4th.
I hate to see Brest down there, don't you?
Yeah,
I
they
prefer
just
when they're
dropped.
up the top than you.
Yeah.
Terrible.
They were perched quite nicely.
They were
a
perched
couple of
really nice,
seasons
yeah.
ago, weren't
Yeah.
they? All the way down there.
Just scraping
Hanging low.
Scraping across the floor now.
Yeah.
Where else they can get it, really.
Hanging low.
Yeah.
Old age, some say.
They do, yeah.
Some
Yeah.
say. Wouldn't know. But there we go. So, league-wise, I'm not also holder of the top scorer anymore. T. Stillinger has took that on instead. He is a Paris FC player, considering they got relegated a couple of seasons ago. They've done quite well there. 22 goals from them. And other than that, we're not really featured a lot of outside of you having the most yellow cards. What about in other competitions? Well, the Coupe de France, once again,
We missed
we've
another one.
out.
Yes, we missed it again.
FC Metz have won it. That's poor. They are in the 2nd tier.
Oh, that's even worse.
They're in the 2nd tier, and they've won the Coupe de France, defeating Nice. That's so Ineos to get to the final and lose to a 2nd tier. But semi-final was when Nice knocked me out, and Metz knocked out PSG.
Wow. They deserve to win it then.
Yeah, they did. They did a hell of a well, really.
Yeah.
Quarter-final, I knocked out Strasbourg. You still weren't there. Metz, they're knocking out Cannes.
I bet
from
you I got
two.
done by PSG again.
That would be funny. I beat Le Havre on penalties in the
I'm
11th
still not
round.
there.
Don't think so. Nope. Tep Brown. Let's have a look. See if you
Oh, no.
get in. 4-2.
I didn't even think about you beating me, to be honest, yeah. I thought I was just
on.
sure that it was going to be PSG.
Yes. Come on. So, 4-2, which means I'll win a point for beating you and a point for knocking you out as well.
Didn't need that. That's when you cup games, you've got to beat each other, really, haven't you?
Lovely stuff. I'm happy with that. Of course, finishing above you, so that's 3 points I get. But do I get any more points for beating you in the league fixtures or not? We drew at the start of the season, of course. But what about the other fixture against each other? There it is. And I lost 1-0. So back-to-back games against each other.
Yeah.
But I won the correct
I'd
one.
have preferred winning the cup game, yeah.
I won the correct one. So you do win a point, but the Champions League, how far did I get in the Champions League? Quarter-final. Quarter-final again.
It's not bad.
So I'm
2
quite happy
seasons
with
in a
that.
row.
PSG went on to win it.
And you lost the quarterfinal to Arsenal.
Yeah. So, interesting. Right, so league phase then. Where do we go? So, you were 16th, I was 20th. So, we both went into the knockout playoff round. I knocked out Real Sociedad. You knocked out Galatasaray.
Oh, good.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, good place to win.
Then with the round of 16, harsh. Very harsh. Real
Yeah.
Madrid.
Lucky there.
I got Porto and beat them 5-4. So, difficult fixture. Still managed to overcome it before Arsenal. Only 5-4, really.
Yes,
And they
close.
beat me 1-0 away from home.
Yeah.
So, not bad. I'm alright with that. Brighton got quite far. Good
Yeah.
for them. At that point, there was quite a lot of English clubs in that still. So, 4 clubs still in there at the quarter-final stage. Arsenal still went on and bottled it.
Yeah.
Classic Arsenal. Calm down. They are the most vocal fans ever. They will get so angry.
Oh, they don't win anything, do they? That's why.
Oh,
Hey!
bang out of order. Did you hear that?
From a Spurs fan.
Start slagging him off then.
Champions of Europe.
Attack him in the comments instead of me all the time.
Hey.
Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. We're pushing it a bit now.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Okay, squad-wise for me in this Nantes side. 27 goals still from Matisse Abline. Very happy with that. He's progressing quite well. He's 25 years of age. He's getting the goals. He might not look that amazing, but he's definitely getting the job done. There's no way I'm looking for a new striker, and he's signed a new deal, so I've got him for another couple of years. He's wanted by Wolves. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna go to you silly sausages. Zito Lavumbo still got 14 goals, considering he wasn't even in my starting 11 at the start of the season. That ain't bad. Pinay have got 11 and 9. Simicast 10 and 14. Jesus Christ, he's done all right.
It's not bad for a 32-year-old.
And my other wing-back got 7 and 12. So wing-backs, very good. Very happy with them.
I didn't think that wing-back would do as well as that.
No.
Because the other one had 22, didn't he? So it was still less, but he scored 7 goals this one.
He's done all right.
So, yeah, it's good.
I think my biggest disappointment is Herbert Garassi, who's just not really developing that well. He's 21 years of age now. It's season number 3, and he's just not really getting there. But never mind. Tati, though. He's getting better and better every single season.
Yeah,
he's now classed as one of my best defenders, a star player in this team. So I'm happy with that. Recruitment, £51 million. Ooh. That's Champions League money.
Yes.
Back-to-back seasons coming into play now. Got some money to spend here in France at FC Nantes, and I'm liking it quite a lot. Dad, let's have a look at your Rennes side and see what's going on here. Is that striker still scoring? He is. 32 goals.
Yeah, 2 good seasons from him.
Great stuff. 20 years of age.
Looking good now, isn't he?
Oh, very good for a 20-year-old there. Absolutely unbelievable. Ludovic Blas got 13, so not bad considering he missed quite a few games as well.
Yeah.
And Andre Gomez, 11 and 21 assists. So he seems to be pinging them in, I think, for Maite.
Yeah, I'm a bit pleased with that because obviously there's 4 players that are above the 10 mark, really.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you need to be sort of up there and right there or thereabouts. So I'm pleased with the season, really. I got beat by Real Madrid, so I'm not too disappointed with that, really.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the recruitment. You've got £23 million.
Yeah, it's not
quite
bad.
As much after that Champions League money.
I need 2 wing-backs by the looks of it.
Wingbacks, yeah, wingbacks is the issues. Right, Let's have a look at the points. Season number 3, the points are Omega Luke with 3 and Dad with 1, meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 8 and Dad with 7.
My key signing is Bravo, a Spanish striker who cost me 27 million from the Italian league. I'm hoping he can link up with my young striker.
My key signing is a Brazilian winger named Robert. What a player this guy looks like he could be. Plays both sides, but did cost me a good amount of money considering he came from the Danish league. Yes, Dad, a player that I'm not really familiar with. I don't think I've played with Robert before. I'm going to call him Robert because it's funnier, I think. But from FC Copenhagen, you can find him at the start of the game. They signed him quite the season for £1.9 million. So if you can get hold of him,
he could be a right bargain.
He is a steal. He's only 23 years of age, so he's quite young at the start. I think he was the replacement of Rooney Bargi.
Right.
So it's who they signed, knowing that Rooney Bargi was leaving.
So
very good player. Although I have already upset him for something. He's unhappy the squad wasn't strengthened.
She keeps calling him Robert.
Yeah, unhappy the squad wasn't. That's what I signed you for, Robert. That's the whole point of signing you in the first place. And it's not like we didn't do that because the amount of players we did sign this season was quite a lot, to be honest. We didn't sell anybody either. So we have also gone back to the well of Strasbourg. They've been really good for us.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
And they've also got relegated, which meant the prices have gone down. So for half the price that I got Doucouré, who is, of course, a very good centre-back, we have now got Andrew, and I'm not going to pronounce the second name. The Irish centre-back who used to play for Norwich. And I think he's even better.
Yeah.
And I'm going for half the price because he got relegated. So, I mean, that's not a great sign, signing a relegated player. But I think if you look at his attributes, you're not going to have too much to worry about. He looks fantastic. So, really happy with that. We also got Sila, who, again, from Strasbourg, centre-back. I've basically signed a full-back free from Strasbourg, but he was a free transfer. Great leadership, unbelievable physical attributes. Won't even play in my starting 11, though. That's how good our team is now at the back, so I'm really happy with that. We've also got Vinny Souza, who, alongside Robert, cost me quite a lot of money. £29 million, and no, he's not going to be my key signing. I still think Robert is a better player, but Vinny Souza plays in that defensive midfield slot. Really good mental attributes, decent physicals, and can tackle. That's the reason why we got him. He can tackle, and he's got a good brain on his head. Brain on his head? In his head. That would be weird if it was on it. Squad, though, I'm actually going to lock in my 2 wingers. So Pinyev, going to lock him on the right because we're using wide forwards. We've changed the roles around, both using wide forwards, and they are obviously playing right and right, but I want him to play that way because if I do best 7 pick, they switch and I don't know why, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah.
I prefer them to be the other way around, so when they switch that way, they're better suited for the out of possession. I don't know if you've seen that when they were combined there, and the other side nowhere near as good. So it just makes sense to me to lock those two in. So out of possession, they're better suited to the out of possession roles that they are given. Other than that, I'm really happy with how the team is lining up. We do have injuries though, and that's not just me either. Abline will miss the first 5 games, and he's already missed the start of the season as well with meniscus or torn meniscus, which is obviously knee problems. Speaking of which, Dad, your key signing, we'll have a look at it in a sec. My start of the season has not gone very well either. 4-1 against Lorient, great start. 2-2 against Saint Etienne is not great. Losing to PSG away from home in the first minute scoring, you think, oh, great. And then we actually hold on. Monaco 1-1. Again, not too bad, but they equalised quite late. And Toulouse, we didn't. 2-1.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
However, Dad, I'll tell you who you did lose.
Yes, I did.
Your key signing.
I was planning on going 2 up
6 to
front.
9 months.
I was going to go 2 up front, and this guy was going to be obviously the guy to go up front with my youngster. And I've lost him for the whole season virtually. So I've had to stick to playing 1 up front.
Yeah. I mean, what I think we've done quite smartly is you're utilising a tactic which he can play both roles.
Yeah.
So when he does come back, he could play and still play in that secondary striker role. He wasn't your only signing though. So although you did spend £27 million and then lose him, he wasn't your only sign. You got Morgan Gibbs-White, which is quite an interesting one on a free.
On a freebie, only 28. He's in his prime. I thought this was such a good sign. I didn't think he'd come to me, but he was quite happy. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to put him right into that sort of, which is I think is his favourite role as well.
Number 10 slot, so you can play in there until Ike Bravo comes back and fights him for it. Oumar Soleil, so a very good French centre-back there who comes in. Used to be a good wonder kid on the game too. 28 years of age now. Good physical attributes, good mentals.
Good mentals. He's got it all really in. He's so 6'4". Yeah, happy with that signing as well. So I think it's 2 really good signings that strengthen my side up really. Yeah,
you got a few players who have gone out, you can see. I think there's 2 that I'm disappointed with because, I mean, David Zima's gone. I haven't been playing very many games either. Omari was quite a good prospect when you first joined. He come back off loan.
Yeah.
But this one, Jeremy Jacket, when you joined, he was like 19 and has great potential, and you sold him for hell of a cheap.
Yeah.
You see there, he could be a cracking player if he's given the game time. And you can see what happened with Tati in my team. When they're given the game time, they do develop. However, I'm more shocked that you decided to sign Jed Spence for £7.25 million because every single time Spurs play recently, I get a texting you hating on how bad Jed Spence is at left back.
At left back, exactly. And I haven't signed him for a left back. I've signed him as a right back, which I prefer him to play.
Yeah.
And I think he's a really good right back. He keeps his head. He's good on the ball when he plays on the right-hand side because he can go up the wing. Play him on the left-hand side, he wants to cut inside all the time. And that's what really frustrates me. We should not be playing it. It's like watching England in the Euros. That's what we've done in the Euros.
When we had Kieran Trippier playing left back.
Cutting in all the time. So I don't want to see that. We should be evened up. Always play a left-sided player on the left side. I've signed him for the right side.
Right.
And he's a good player.
Like Delo as well, when he used to get played left wing back. I mean, the fact that you've got to watch Delo play football at all is a painful enough experience.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching this guy play. I think he's good.
Yeah.
Really
I mean, actually, when we're recording this, it's exactly a year to the day where we went up and watched Spurs.
Yes.
And Jed Spence was man of the match against Liverpool.
He was. Yeah,
he was unbelievable.
He did mark Salah out of the game,
yeah.
didn't he? Salah didn't.
Guess what position he played?
He played left back.
Left back.
Yeah, but that worked on the day because what does Salah do?
He stays high.
In.
Yeah.
He cuts in and right onto Spence's right foot.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good decision to play him left back that day.
Yeah.
Bad decision to play him left back any other day, though.
Brilliant. But anyway, Jed Spence is now a Rennes player. So
yes.
You went from hating him to me now hating him. You are top of the league, though, Dad.
Yes. Really good
because
start.
of this. Great start. I mean, we actually had a look at your tactic.
Really
you have changed it. You were going to lock in Bravo.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Which would have been silly because you were, but you would have had 2 up front. But Maite, of course, is also there. He has also picked up an injury.
Oh, no,
He's only out for 8 days, though.
That's not too bad. So I'm lucky enough there, yeah. So, but I'm really pleased with this start that I've got. I haven't really played anybody with sort of like the top sort of area. So I've got to sort of take what I've got and try and go with it. And
Yeah.
hopefully keep it going.
Well, you got PSG and Monaco next in the league.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the only way is down.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And you're in top spot at the minute. And PSG have dropped points.
Yes.
They've lost a game already. So that's it. That is an interesting one to see who they lost against is Lyon. So you can actually hover over this now. I don't know how long that's been a thing, but yeah, in consideration.
We noticed that before, have we?
No, but some of the stuff just has never worked. Then some stuff they've added and does. But there we go. All right, season number 4 then. Champions League football for us both still, but none of us have won a single cup or league in France yet. Nope. The league that we are in. So let's see if we can do that this season. Well, it isn't this season in the league because PSG once again come back with 84 points. 14 ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with that.
And I'm 8 above you.
Starting off so well, and I still didn't beat you in the league.
You're better off dropping a little bit further and going into Europa.
Yes, I could have done that one space below, swapping with Marseille, really. But we finished on the same points as Marseille as well. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that season, really. Had such a good start. I don't know.
Okay, well, we haven't got any players in there either, so I haven't got anything to look at there. What about the Coupe de France? Have we finally gone on and won that? Toulouse again. So it's another team that is not PSG. That's 3 years in a row, and they didn't play them in the final either.
No.
Lens in the final. Okay, 10th round, I knocked out PSG on penalties.
So you're thinking now you're going to go on and win that?
Yeah,
really?
I think it's there for the taking.
Yeah,
you didn't even reach the 10th round. So
don't tell me you beat me again.
9th round, PSG.
PSG there.
There we go.
So if I beat PSG,
we would face each other again. I knocked out Troyes 4-0 after that in the 11th round, quarter-final stage. I beat Cannes 5-0. And at that point, you think,
you're in it.
I'm there to win. Yeah. Look at the teams around me as well.
You should be winning from there on.
I should be winning.
When you think you come second in the league and all those other teams are nowhere near us in the league.
No, I've been battering teams along the way.
Yeah.
So what the hell happens in the semi-final? Penalties again. Penalties again. Losing to Lens. Unbelievable. We'll just go and win the Champions League instead? No. PSG knocked me out. Because of course they are. But Dad, you got all the way
I know.
to the final.
Yeah. I knew the team was getting good, but I didn't think they were going to be that good to get to the final.
Their goalkeeper, by the way, got man of the match, who was Di Gregorio. And I did not expect to see Di Gregorio in goal for Real Madrid in the Champions League final and then get a man of the match.
We worked him as well, yeah.
De Zerbi's the manager, which was weird enough.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed with that season, really, because of that. I mean, that would have been the icing on the cake winning that.
Yeah.
Getting to the final, I mean, brilliant. But I could have done with a little bit of luck what happened in our cup games where the big teams don't get to it. And I might have some of a chance, really. But,
yeah.
Hey, I got to the final. I've got to be pleased with that. But Real Madrid do in European finals what they always do, don't they? They win.
They do indeed. Yeah. So you finish in 4th, Daz. You avoided the knockout playoff round.
One game.
PSG got one place above me again in the bloody Champions League, which meant I had to go through the knockout playoff, and they still knocked me out.
11th.
Yeah, and they still went on to win it. Barcelona barely qualified.
Oh, blimey, yeah.
Only 8 points. That's crazy. So knockout playoff round, I eliminated Atletico Madrid, thinking this is lovely stuff. Round of 16, that's when I come up against PSG. You had an easy tie, Club Brugge. Nice. Yeah. Quarter final, knocking out the Arsenal.
That's the best one.
And then the semi-final, you beat PSG on penalties.
So I didn't have an easy way through.
No.
So I don't want to get to the final, really.
No, that formidable Club Brugge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arsenal and PSG, very good. Very good to get through them. And then obviously Real Madrid in the final. Unfortunate.
Done with the points there. That would put me right into contention again.
Oh, yes. Let's have a look at the fixtures between each other then, because this is where you need to start picking up points. How do we do against each other? So I beat you there 2-0. So there's already a point for me as well as the point that I get for finishing above you in the league. And the second fixture, you beat me 3-1. Or the first fixture, if you're going by when it happened. Yeah, you beat me 3-1.
Which it's going the way I would expect it to be. The home team winning the 2 games there.
Yeah.
So, I can't be too disappointed.
All right, well, you will be when you see the points. Squad, let's have a look how they did. 14 goals and 13 assists from Robert, so really good from him. Pinyev got 7 and 16, but the goals was all coming from Abline with 25 again, so that's nice. Zita Lovumbo got 12. Obviously, he started the season up front. Fullback Simicas got 15 this season. Where is the other one?
For him, really,
Hergsberg's dropped off a little bit it there, which is a bit disappointing. Never mind. Been given £26 million to spend for the final year. That's not too bad. Dad, let's have a look at the goals for you. Mitre was top scorer with 16. Gibbs White 10 and 14.
I mean, I'm chuffed to bits with Morgan Gibbs White banging in 10 goals, 14 assists, but 16 goals from my top striker.
Bravo came back. He only got 5.
He still
and it looks
played
like
20
he's
games.
Yeah. I think the injury really.
Yeah, it's took it light of him, and it really.
Yeah. I mean, damning your cruciates like that.
Yeah,
that's
a bit disappointing, really. So yeah, but I'm looking at that and thinking, how did I get to the Champions League final with a team like that?
Me too. You haven't been given the money for it either. No. £27 million.
Come on, man, I got to the final. Come on.
So not a lot of money at all to spend.
I got no
weaknesses.
Number 5. No, we don't have no weaknesses in the squad neither. So
no,
I could just spend it all on one player really and be quite happy.
Oh, we all know you won't do that. Let's have a look at the points tally going into the final year. Season 4 points are Omega Luke with 2 and Dad with 1, meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 10 and Dad with 8.
My final key signing is Ben Segura, an attacking midfielder who can also play on the left. Still only 25 and only cost me 12 million.
My key signing was right back Kumbendi. Picked up from Lyon for just £17.5 million, and with the development of my previous right back not going as I planned, he's an excellent addition to my first team. Yes, Dad, a good right back to put into my lineup. I like his pace and his ability there. I think he might be quite good for us, but we've also increased the ability of the left-hand side too with a free transfer in Leonardo Lello. So we've got Simicast, who's been doing really well.
Yeah, he has, yeah. But
now we've got this guy to back him up too.
On, though, wasn't he?
We didn't have a backup option for him, a natural one, so Leonardo does come in and can help with that. I think he's really good, and crossing ability is exceptionally good for a free transfer. But there was a lot of players that I actually brought in this summer, and I'm quite happy with how it turns out. We've got Pisano, who was the first one, who is another goalkeeper, Japanese goalkeeper, looks really good. Again, never heard of him. So one of these players that I've never heard of, he comes from Nagoya in Japan, and he just looks really good.
6'6" as well.
Yeah, he could be your first team goalkeeper if you really wanted him to be. Miramon from Boca Juniors was a good signing as well for that defensive midfield option. Not bad player there, £19 million. But Sattelberger will play more games, I think, and he's a free transfer. Again, bit of a monster. We're building a giant team here. 6'4" he is. So comes in with good physical attributes. Ismail Assar from Crystal Palace. I mean, he's 6'2" and he's a winger. So, yeah, really good physical attributes again. He's quite old, 31 years of age, but we're not worried about that too much. And obviously, the other two players were there. We have sold a couple of players. Leponent has gone to Fiorentina. Don't have to worry about him anymore. We're rocking and rolling. We've got a good team. Not locking anyone in this season. I've changed a couple of roles around to suit the players that we've got. We've got an inside forward now on that left-hand side, allowing the advanced wing-back to get fully on the outside there. That will put Robert on the right-hand side and Pinyev on the left, which I'm absolutely fine with. Vinicius and Sattelberg in that centre mid. The back three, the two from Strasbourg and Tati, happy with that. And Pisano actually starts in my my first 11, so quite surprised, but hey, I'm happy with that. Starting off the season hasn't gone as well as I hoped because of this one result here at all, really. I mean, because how many players have got above a 7 rating and we still haven't scored?
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. Carlos Martin was the whole man of the match. 8.48 goalkeeper. What a shock that is. I had 10 shots on target, and Claude Makalele's team. Go on, Claude.
Yes.
Love a bit of Claude Makalele. Big tackle. Do you remember that Soccer AM? Big tackle, Claude Makalele. If I got the win there, I'd been really happy with the start. Paris 3-0, Grenoble 4-1. An away draw with 10 men coming from behind. Happy with that. It's the slight disappointment with the Mets game. Dad, you've had quite a few new signings coming through the door as well. A few players have left the club too. Jordan James, Zamoon has also gone. In terms of like first teamers, I don't think we've really sold anybody.
Big, really.
But Ike Bravo's gone.
Yeah.
Key signing season 4, season 5 out the door.
Injury prone. Let him go.
Yeah. Stayed in France as well with Reims. £7 million, so £20 million less than what you signed him for, but there we go. But players coming in You've got David Kalem from Osijek for £6 million, so left back.
Yes, good left back as well. He knows across the ball. He's quick, so yeah, I'm going to do some danger up the left hand side.
Only 21.
Spence on the right hand side, so that's not too bad then.
Anybody who wants to take over the Save Game File, patreon.com/Mega Gaming, or the YouTube channel members, you help Dad be here for one by supporting, but you get the Save Game File. So maybe it's the tactics, maybe it's you want to carry on the save. Dad's building quite a good little team here because Nicolas Dominguez has also joined as well.
Good, strong sort of centre midfielder who can go forward and play in that attacking midfield role as well.
Then we've got one final player before that, Asari, is obviously Ben Seguir. Then the final player was Yassin Ayari. £18 million. He's got 3 goals in 4 appearances with an assist in the league.
It's not bad, is it? Really?
He started very well.
Yeah, started really well. Not what I expected to be scoring goals. That many goals for me already. So hey, I'm going to take it though. But his mentals are very good and his physicals are very good as well.
Not a bad little player.
Yeah.
Can play it everywhere on the pitch too.
A lot of positions, Kenny. So going back in the day, I'd have loved this guy, wouldn't I?
Oh yeah, squad player. Gruev. You're locking in Gruev and Soleil though.
Yeah.
Which I am surprised with because of how good, obviously, the start of the season's gone for Ayari.
I just want to sort of... He's a strong sort of midfielder, really, so I just wanted to make sure I kept that strength, especially with the defending side of it as well. So, yeah, that's why I've locked him in.
All right, he's got good positioning on the ball. Soleil is obviously going centre-back. If we did the best 11 pick, those two do go out. So, for Rout, it comes in at right-sided centre-back, and Pizarro, who got neglected after the first season, where he couldn't get registered. Now he has been registered. He's getting locked out of the team because he is still quite good. But, yeah, okay. So, back to the 4-2-3-1 standard. Weren't tempted to go back to your 2 up front after the Bravo situation?
I thought they got me to the Champions League finals in that sort of formation, really. So I thought, well, why should I change it, really? I just need to sort of strengthen a couple of positions and hopefully this guy stays fit.
Yeah.
I've got a good chance then.
Well, the points are still really close.
Yeah.
And we're going into the final year, 2
points
really. Between us.
Yeah, I didn't want to do anything drastic just in case.
So it's all down to what happens in this final season. And it started quite well for you as well. I mean, you've played the same amount of games, but you've lost against Reims and drew to Toulouse. So just a point behind.
It's nothing really big that I've played, and you know, so I should have. I'm looking at that, really thinking should have had 3 wins there, really. You know, but the other game I'm looking at the friend against Real Madrid. They gave me a right hammer in there, didn't they?
7-0.
Oh,
after playing you in the Champions League final last year.
And the big guys are playing as well. Look at all the goal scorers there.
Yeah.
So they didn't let go on me there, did they? This is what we can do to you.
At least you won't have to face them again. Oh.
You got him in the league face.
Second game in the league face.
That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to scare me off with a friendly, really, and think, oh yeah, we'll go over there and be absolutely hammered again. But I bet I'll beat them.
Dortmund, Chelsea's in AZ Alkmaar. We always say to me, AZ.
Yeah, you did.
Take them long. In the Champions League, Shakhtar as well. Interesting one. Let's find out then. Season number 5. With the points being this close, it could go either way. Well, season number 5, and finally,
and it went your way,
winning the league.
Yeah, it went your way. Well done.
84 points. We needed PSG to drop off. They drew 2 games at the end of the season. Yes. Guess who took some of the points away from them? Thank you, Dad.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Thank you for that.
Oh, I don't know. What am I doing?
Even if they did win that game, I still would have won the league because they drew with Monaco, which cost them another 2 points there. So I finished 3 points above them, so it didn't too bad. But they lost 1 game all season.
Yeah.
And still didn't win the league. That's crazy, isn't it? Champions of the French League is something I don't think Nantes have done for a very long time. I know they were dominant for years and years, but they haven't won it since 2001. That's actually a lot later than what I thought it was. I didn't realise it would be this century. I knew that they had a dominant spell, like, 60s, 70s, but I didn't think it would be this century.
95, around that 95 is when I went over there and played over there.
Yeah, earlier than that, because I was 3 years old at 95. You weren't playing at that point.
That's right, yeah.
You went over there in the 80s, probably 83, around about that period.
The late 90s, I reckon it would have been in the late 90s. The
late 80s.
The 90s, yeah, 89, 90. So I joined the company I played for in 89. So probably in 1991 then.
Yeah.
I went to France and played on their ground.
Yeah, that was the year before I was born.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I didn't expect them. But yeah, it's a long time. 29 years without the league title. We are back to being champions. Love that.
Well done. That's really good. I still didn't get anywhere. 69, but what a naughty number that is.
Oh.
I still didn't get anywhere near winning the league. So well done.
Most clean sheets and most goals. That's what's done it. Layla with
innit?
the most assists, 14 assists. Maybe, though, you've won the Champions League
Yeah, I
and
need it
still
now.
won this whole thing.
I need it now, don't I?
Yeah. Coupe de France. PSG's back winning it, beating Lyon in the
They finally
final.
come back and won it. Yeah.
So, quarter-final. I was beating this team here. You were knocking out Lille, so we both got to the semi-final, and we faced the other two teams that were in it, and
They
both
beat me
lost
on
1-1
I
penalties.
think I lost 3 times to PSG in the cup.
And that was me losing to PSG.
Oh yeah.
You lost to Lyon.
Both on penalties, yeah.
1-1 and both on penalties. We could have faced each other. What a dramatic final.
That'd have been good, wouldn't it? For the
Yeah.
last-
Typical. Never mind. Champions League, though. Let's have a look. The final of the Champions League is to be played still, and it's none of us. Real Madrid and Barcelona.
So I don't think I beat Real Madrid then, did I?
No. So you might have done in the league, in the group phase.
Yeah.
You don't know. Because I finished third. Wow.
Well
Did
done.
pretty well. I was unbeaten. You lost 2 fixtures in there, so you might have just lost them. We'll have a check in a sec. Knockout playoff round. You beat... Actually, this is where you were eliminated from the competition by Villarreal.
Yeah.
After losing 4-0 in the first leg, beating them 3-0 in the second leg. Just not quite good enough. Round of 16 is when I faced Real Madrid again. 6-3. So I drew 3-3 of them. That would be quite good in the first leg. That would have been at home. I lost the home fixture. I drew the away fixture, I think. Oh, that's annoying. So let's see then. Fixtures for you. How you got on against them. 5-2. You had a player sent off in the 12th minute.
Oh dear.
5-2.
How did I score 2 goals against them with 10 men?
Yeah. Unlucky.
Yeah. That's the way it goes,
Quite
isn't
unlucky.
it? That's the way it goes.
Never mind. Let's have a look at the fixtures between each other then. So we've got
Must
an
have got
FC
some
Nantes
points
there.
in there, like.
0-0 draw. Oh, all the best games.
Yeah.
Then the second fixture, a 3-1 loss. Get in. Layla with a penalty and 47th minute goal there for the winner.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Not great for you there, Dad.
No.
What a shame.
Disappointing
The
season
Rats of
really there.
Rennes.
Completely all the way around.
36 goals from Mate, though. Baller of a
Really?
player.
Yeah, he done well.
12 and 16 for Andre Gomez as well, so he's done quite well. Ben Seguir, your key player for this, 11 and 8.
Yeah.
Not amazing, though.
No, it's not amazing.
Low
but,
average rating too.
Yeah, that's a bit disappointing on that side of it, really. But yeah, I mean, Morgan Gibbs done me 10 goals again from that area, so not too bad. But just couldn't get into that top 2. Really, that was the difference. I was a good 3rd or 4th place team the 5 seasons.
I still think you're making bad decisions. Oh, I love it when I get to criticise Dad's tactics and stuff. You signed Nicolas Dominguez for quite a lot of money. Brought him in, £12 million. He's quite a good player. Last season, he got 19 assists.
Yeah.
That's a lot of assists for a defensive midfielder. For somebody who, let's face it, is very good at passing. Very good vision. So what do you go and do?
I locked the player in.
You locked a player in.
in that position, yeah.
You locked in a different player.
Yeah.
Who's not quite good as passing, not quite good vision, nowhere near as good as a player.
Yeah.
And guess how many assists he got this year? 4.
So I could have done with not locking him in, really.
Sometimes I don't know what you're doing. I really don't.
I
You make
don't know
some
what I'm doing most
weird
of the time.
decisions. Weird decisions. When you sent it back to me and
it
you
would
went,
be
I
no
want to
fun,
lock
innit?
these 2 players in. And I looked and I was like, why is he locking him in? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your loss. It's close in points. Fair enough.
It wouldn't be so much fun, would it? If I did it properly, would it? You know?
I would love to just see the amount of people who are watching this at the telly and go, oh.
Yeah, I bet you all do. Yeah, I bet you all do.
Because I all know you root for him
Yeah, you all
every
love me
single
really
time.
well, don't you?
Every single time. Some people even think you're doing it on purpose.
No.
And think you're being stupid on purpose. Those are my favourite comments.
Yeah.
They're like, no,
Yeah.
Dad cannot be doing these silly mistakes by accident. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm telling you he
yeah.
is.
This one here, I've done at home, all on my own. Just send it to Luke. That's what I want to do, and it goes.
I'm like, well, okay. See you later. Dominguez
I
in
blame
the
my
team.
wife. She's keeping an eye on me. She's not too silly things like that.
Because
I'll
he
have a quick word with her,
he don't start a single game.
No.
Because next to him, of course, you had Ayari, who played 48 games and very good. And he ain't going to get in ahead of Ayari, who is definitely a better player.
He looks good now, doesn't he?
I mean, he would have been better if you locked him in at
Yeah, I should've-
DLP.
Maybe that's what I should have done.
Out of the
That's
3
what I was meant
players-
to do. I meant to lock him in and leave the other space empty.
Oh,
That's
terrible
what,
with
that's what I meant to do.
names.
My left and my right, I just forget which one's which. Then you know.
Because even the centre-back option of locking in Soleil, I was a bit like, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody who's taking this on, you got £23 million with
Take
Dad's
it on and
friends.
do the opposite of what.
Yeah. Put the Mingers in.
Yeah,
Let's see
go
what
on.
happens.
See if we can win the league. Let me
28
know when you.
goals from Abline, who I'm quite surprised with how good he was. And I'll tell you what, I would go back and buy. If, you know, in a future rebuild, if I'm looking for a striker and I have the money, somebody who I think Abline would go to, it wouldn't be a bad little player, that. No. Every single season, he's got quite a good goal tally for me. Over the teens, at least. So, yeah, I'm happy with how he's done. Probably one of the best signings that I actually had was this final signing of Leonardo Lelo. 9 goals and 19 assists from left back. Very good for a free transfer from Braga. Cracking player. But
I think you've done well with your left back and your right back. They gave you a lot of assists, didn't they?
Yeah. Comendi didn't have a
would have
great
done
one there.
22 assists.
Season before he did alright. They did alright. Yeah. Not too bad. And Tati, of course, across the 5 years. 22 years of age now. Very good player.
Yeah.
Develops quite nicely. But finally won the league. £42 million. Should anybody want to take that over? Let's have a look at the final points tally. The final points are Omega Luke with 6, Dad with 0. Meaning the total points is Omega Luke with 16 and Dad with 8. Flattering finish, really, beating you by 8 points. It was only 2 points in that final year. Maybe the little mistakes have cost you.
I won a European trophy, got to the final of the Champions League, and it looks like I got absolutely hammered there, doesn't it?
That's true, yeah. But
that just goes to show, doesn't it?
Oh, God, these
it was
little
close
mistakes
up to that last season. It just cost me, really.
Tell you where you can't afford to do these mistakes, though, is the Pentagon Challenge. So make sure you check out the video, the Pentagon Challenge. If it is out, I'll put it on screen. If it isn't, you'll watch this video instead. And just subscribe so that you do not miss when the Pentagon Challenge versus Dad comes out very soon.